Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are keeping well and please be safe. So, dear students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is, chapter 10, Motion and Measurement of Distance, class 6th Science. So, first, let us see the introduction of this chapter. Nature has given humans the unique ability to think. Yes, only we human have got the thinking capacity. This has helped humans discover and invent new things to make life more comfortable. Compared with olden days, now we are all so much comfortable with technology. In earlier times, humans lived in caves, or leaves and animal skins, and ate raw fruits, vegetables, and meat. But now we can have fried items and junk food, so much very tasty food, nutrition food, everything we are having. The same way we are having according to the season very good clothes, and according to the climate we are constructing houses, everything. Cars and aeroplanes help us move around. Television and video games keep us entertained. Telephones and emails help us keep in touch with our friends and family. And other are many other things that make our life more comfortable. So in olden days and all, anywhere if they want to go, they'll go by walk. It takes so many days, so many hours. But now within few minutes, within few hours, we can go wherever we want to go. Even for communication. In olden days it's very tough. But now within few seconds we can communicate with the whole world. What transport do you use to come to your school? What transport do your parents use while going to their place of work? Nowadays, we have several means of transport. We use rickshaw, car, bus, train, aeroplanes, etc. to go from one place to the another. Long ago, early people could travel only on foot. They go by walk. They carried their loads themselves on animals. So on animals, otherwise they themselves will carry their loads. The invention of wheel brought about the first revolution in transport, new changes. It enabled people to make carts fitted with wheels. These carts could be pulled by humans or by animals. Traveling and carrying loads become very easier. Next one, the second revolution in transportation system came with the invention of the steam engine. Thomas Newcomen made the first practical steam engine about 300 years ago. But the steam engine designed by James Watt in England a few years later was completely functional. What is motion? It is the change in position of a body with time. Motion can be described in terms of distance, moved, or displacement. That means motion is the movement of something. Measurement. It's a way to describe the world with numbers. It answers questions such as how much, how long, how far. For all these questions, measurement can give accurate answer. Measurement can describe the amount of milk in carton, the cost of a new compact disc, or the distance between your home and your school. Measurement is discussed in terms of length, area, volume, mass, temperature, and so on. Uses of measurements. When you go for purchasing clothes, so you have to ask how many meters. I need 5 meters of cloth. So for that, depending on size and proper fitting. Intake of medicine, when you fall ill, then you should take medicine like morning, afternoon, night, and how many tablets, how much cough syrup. So everything depends on measurement. Cooking properly, proper temperature, how much, high flame or low flame, what temperature, playing sports, distance, time, mass, and so on. Need of measurement. Every day we come across many questions like how much sugar did you buy? How long do you travel to go to school? How much clothes should you purchase for preparing a dress? What time do you get up in the morning? How much water is there in your water bottle? To give an accurate answer, you need a measure for mass, length, time, and volume. Sometimes you can make a guess without measuring, but your guess may turn out to be wrong. Therefore, measurement is one of the most useful process in our daily lives. When you buy sugar, the shopkeeper measures the quantity of kg or 1 kg or 10 kg, etc. This is the measurement of mass. The distance you travel to go to school and quantity of cloth involve the measurement of length. The quantity of water is measured in volume. So liquid items are measured in volume and solid things are measured by mass or length, etc. These measurements are important in our lives. The measurement of quantity divided into two. The first one is unit, second one is numerical value. Unit is the standard of physical quantity in terms which a quantity is measured. The value of quantity is decided in terms of this unit. The quantity can be measured in multiples of this unit. There are multiples and sub-multiples. Numerical value, second one. The numerical value is the value of the number of times the unit is repeated in measuring the quantity. For example, if the weight of the bag full of sugar is 5 kg, then 5 is the numerical value and kg stands for kilogram, which is the unit of the measurement of mass. So kg is unit and 5 is numerical value. Need of a standard unit. Suppose we purchase 2 meters of cloth from a shop and 3 meters of cloth from another shop. Do you find the length of meter in both shops to be equal? No. A shopkeeper can cheat you by keeping a smaller sized meter scale. Thus, there is a need for a standard unit. In olden days, people used the units of different body parts to measure length. A cubit is the first recorded unit of length. The length of 1 cubit was taken from the elbow to the fingertip of center finger. The length of 1 cubit is different from person to person. This unit of length was used in Egypt and in other parts of the world. Foot was also used as a unit of length. Yard was the unit from thumb to an outstretched arm to the middle of the chest. In ancient India, small units of length like angul were used. An angul was equal to the length of a finger. A muttai was the length of the fist. In the early days, people used the foot, the footstep, the handspan or the forearm for the measurement of length. However, these units vary from person to person. The person who is so much tall, their hands and feet, everything will be long, lengthy one. So when they measure, it becomes lengthy one. The person who is very short, if they measure, it becomes very short. So it is not a proper measurement. Can we accept the length of the outstretched palm, foot or cubit as units of measurement? No. These units of measurements are unreliable because these parts of the human body differ in length from person to person. For this purpose, scientists have introduced some standard units for making physical instruments. Standard units of measurement. The standard unit of physical quantity should have the following characteristics. First one, it is of a convenient size. Second one, its value does not change with respect place or time. If you purchase 1 meter cloth in Rohtak also, it should be same measurement. In Bahu also same, it should be same. In Tamil Nadu also it should be same. Even in America also it should be same. That is known as standard measurement, units of measurement. A measurement consists of two parts, the magnitude and the unit. For example, suppose the length of a piece of cloth is 5 meters. It means that 5 is the magnitude and meter is the standard unit. To make measurement more scientific, convenient and uniform, the French Academy of Science devised the metric system based on the decimal system in 1791. In October 1960, the 11th General Conference of Weights and Measures adopted an international system of units called SI system of units. SI is the abbreviation of Système International de Units in French. The SI system has 7 basic units. So here they have, in your book they have given 5. Length, mass, time, electric current, temperature. This is physical quantity. SI unit means meter, kilogram, seconds, ampere, Kelvin. So multiple and sub-multiple of units of measurement. For the measurement of larger and smaller quantities, we use multiple and sub-multiple unit respectively. For example, the distance between Delhi and Agra is 150,000 meters. It is more convenient to write 150 kilometers. Similarly, the length of a piece of chalk is measured in centimeters. Thus, kilometer is a multiple and centimeter is a sub-multiple unit of meter that already you know very well. Some prefixes used to indicate multiple and sub-multiple units of length, mass and weight are given in table. Deci means D, centi means C, milli means M, micro means the symbol it has given as mu, kilo, K, meha, M. So again also standard units of length and mass and time. Length 1000 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. So already we have seen physical quantities. This already we have seen. This is known as cubit. The cubit is the measurement from your elbow to the tip of your middle finger when your arm is extended. And span. So from your thumb to this last. So the pace is the measure of distance from one step to the another. Physical quantity, units and symbols. Multiples and submultiples. So metric length. 10 millimeters equal to 1 centimeter. 10 centimeters equal to 1 decimeter. 10 decimeters equal to 1 meter. 10 meters equal to 1 decameter. 10 decameters equal to 1 hectometer. And 10 hectometers equal to 1 kilometer, that is 1000 meters. So metric unit of length. If you follow your book, 10 millimeters equal to 1 centimeter. 10 centimeter equal to decimeter. 10 decimeter equal to 100 centimeter. 100 centimeter is known as 1 meter. Mass. 1000 milligrams equal to 1 gram. 1000 grams equal to 1 kilogram. 100 kilogram equal to 1 quintal. 1000 kilogram equal to 10 quintal is equal to 1 metric ton. The same thing, time. 60 seconds equal to 1 minute. 60 minutes equal to 1 hour, 24 hours equal to 1 day, 365 days equal to 1 year, 10 years equal to 1 decade, 10 decades equal to 100 years, 1 century, and 10 centuries equal to 1000 years, 1 millennium. Rules for writing symbols and units. So, I follow your book. Symbols are not followed by a full stop. So that is there you should not keep full stop when you write this standard units. Second one, symbols are not written in plural. kgs, liters, it means 10 milliliters. Like 1 kg also you will tell 1 kg, 100 kg also you will tell 100 kg only. 100 kgs it's a wrong. Symbols are not written in plural. For example, we write 1 kg as well as 10 kg, not 10 kg. Symbols for units are usually written in small letters, no capital letters. Symbols for units derived from the names of scientists are written in capital letters like K or N. However, when these units are spelled out, like all other units, they are written in small letters like kelvins and newtons. Measurement of length. Need for accurate measurement. A tailor measures the length of a cloth. A grocer measures the mass of groceries. The milkman measures the volume of milk. An architect measures the area of a plot of land before making a plan for construction. When you have fever, you measure temperature of your body. We need to measure things all the time. So everything depends on measurement. All these measurements must be made accurately using the standard units. Even greater accuracy is needed in scientific work. Different instruments are used to measure different quantities. A meter scale is used to measure the length of a piece of cloth. A weighing scale is used to measure the mass of groceries and a clock is used to measure time. So different things are used to measure different things. Correct measurement of length. Width, depth, thickness, distance and height are all measurements of length. The ruler, meter, scale and measuring tape are the devices commonly used for measuring length. Suppose we want to measure the length of a glass slab. The zero mark on the ruler is made coincide with one end of the slab. The reading of the other end of the slab gives its length. So precautions while measuring the length. First one, since the ruler has some thickness, we may make an error if we do not place our eye at the correct position. If we place our eye at position A, the reading is 5.1 centimeter. When the eye is at position C, the reading is 4.9 position. Here in PowerPoint, 8.2, 8.3 and 8.5. So when you keep in first one is A, B, C means B is correct. Both these readings are wrong. The correct position of the eye is position B, vertically above the end where the reading is to be taken. The correct length of the slab is 5 centimeter. The ruler should be kept exactly along the length to be measured. The ends of the ruler must not be worn out. In case the ruler is still used, any other full mark on the ruler should be taken instead of 0 mark. To get length, subtract reading of this full mark and the reading of the other hand. So don't take from 0. So take it the reading. Read as full mark. So my dear students, we have completed part 1. So today we have seen chapter 10, motion and measurement of distance, introduction, need of measurement, the measurement of a quantity, need of standard unit, standard units of measurements, multiple and submultiple units of measurement, rules for writing symbols of units, need for accurate measurement, what are the uh, things we are using, correct measurement of length, precautions while using length. These things we have discussed. So rest and motions, different kinds of motions, types of motions we will see next class. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you. Have a nice day.